Hello there, and as usual, I'm Aaron from West End Gamers, and welcome. So today we're checking out Starship Evo, and we're going to actually be diving into a bit of the combat. So Starship Evo is very limited on what you can actually do in it at the moment. The addition of planets really doesn't mean anything because you can't really survive. There is no survival in the game, so you can build pretty ships, you can spawn in enemies to have a skirmish, and you can explore around. So still missing enough features to make it a full game that you could actually play on the regular unless you just like constructing ships. So we've got ourselves a few more ships from the workshop today, and we're going to be doing a little bit of combat testing. This is going to be our main enemy. This is a little smuggler ship. You can see it's got some weapons on the side, and what's really cool about the weapons in Starship Evo is you can actually scale them. So if we jump back to our character, let's go and do that as best we can with perhaps an F6. We have various different starting blocks. We'll scroll through our block menu and we can actually scale our weapons up, but we will need to build a starting block like so. And then as we scroll through here, we can hit G, I believe, and we can scale our weapon up. So our weapon can get bigger, bigger, and bigger. And of course, with a bigger weapon, it's going to do more damage, or that's what I'd expect it to do anyhow. So we've got the cockpit of this little ship. I've got no clip on at the moment, so we can just get through and get in these things pretty quickly. And then we can activate the seat like so, and we have ourselves control of this small little ship to fight. So let's get engaged in some combat. So F8, and we're going to start ourselves off nice and slow. We're going to fight ourselves. So we've got ourselves another smuggler ship that we should be able to spawn in here. One smuggler ship. The distance is going to be close to us, and we'll start engaging with it straight away. Okay, so we've got two lasers. We've got a rapid fire and a slow rate of fire one. There's the enemy ship there. The AI is activating and it's maneuvering around. I don't know if it's targeted us or it's moving away at the moment. Okay, cancel that command. Try and get a lock onto it. So by hitting R, I can cycle through the various lock targets. Okay, interesting. Maybe there's a lot of targets. Oh, it's engaging one of our carriers over here. Let's go and help that out. It must have moved to engage the largest target. You can see that this larger ship here is taking some damage. I don't know if it's returning any damage. No, I don't think this freighter is returning any damage at all. Let's try and lock onto it. We've got a lock. And then we can start engaging. With the lock happens, if we align ourselves correctly, the guns will automatically engage as well. Let's try and fire another burst of that. I don't know if it's coming for us now. Yeah, it seems to be locking onto us. We won't take too much damage if it does. Let's bring it back around. So the cockpit and layout of these ships all depends on, of course, the creator and how it's been built. So if you build a really shabby cockpit layout, it's going to be harder to fight with. You'll see that as we move on to some larger ships as well. So this ship is just darting around. I think the space police have actually had a quick go at it then when it went past. Oh, we are not getting any shots on at all. Oh, it's engaging one of the space police ships. Spaceship police are not responding. Oh, someone else is responding. Oh yeah, there they go. Oh no, we're shooting down the police. You're being hunted by the police. This is not a scenario I want to be in. These ones seem to be a little bit better constructed. Let's get out of here. Activate our boost. There we go. Oh, I don't think we've got a jump drive like cruise. Oh, right, there we go. Zap away. Let them fight it out between each other. You can see the various traces going between the two ships. It's that smuggler. The smuggler caused all that because you're not allowed to fight around this station. So the smuggler's engaging. These space police ships are coming straight over to me. Forget the smuggler. Get the guy who's trying to target them. But you can see it handles like a lot of other space sort of sim shooters. Space sim shooters. If that makes any sort of sense. In terms of locking onto targets and engaging them. It's just a bit hard to hit anything with weapons. We'll see if we can deal with this smuggler. It's proving pretty hard to deal with while he's landing every single shot on us. There's the space police. Let's give them some for as well. Spaceship shield has dropped. It's coming back online. Our shield's holding pretty well, to be fair. Just trying my best to aim anything I can. Space police are engaging the other guy. We're not dropping their shield though. Oh yeah, we dropped the shield. Let's hound them now. Shield's back up. We've got a bit of smoke on them though. Alright, let's switch our target. Space police. Let's see if we can dart them over. You're being hunted by the space police. See, I'm trying to aim my weapons towards it. Oh, zap on by. So combat is still pretty hard. It's quite hard to maneuver your ship onto target. Of course, that depends on how you built your ship as well. The smuggler's getting engaged now, and he's zapping past. But combat is there. There is a real strong element of this could be something good. It does seem to evolve into that standard sort of rotisserie combat that we see in a lot of space games, though, like Space Engineers, where we're just ever rotating around each other, trying to land a shot. Right, let's pop ourselves out of that. Let's get something a bit bigger on the table. Alright. There we go. We're out. We can no-clip through it. And we want to get ourselves something with maybe a bit more firepower. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, before I get shot to death. We've got this other smuggler ship. We've got this heavy gunship. Let's try that out. Oh, we're under fire. So with this heavy gunship, the cockpit is located up here. Grab ourselves a seat quickly. And we'll start manoeuvring this around. Oh, we're taking a lot of damage. Let's get some locks on the Space Police, whichever craft we're targeting. We're still targeting the same one. So this has got a giant beam weapon, like this. And it's also got these giant red lasers on the side that should do a bit more damage. Obviously, they're spread out to the side of the ship, so actually aiming them is hard. Oh, we dropped the shield quick, though. Let's see if we can land some hits. Oh, we're shooting right around it. Yeah, that craft looks like it's gone down. Yes, haha. Right, where's that smuggler that started all this? I think he's over here. Move on. There we go. Lock the smuggler. See if we can get them beam weapons firing as well. Yeah, beam weapons engaging, dropping his shield. Oh, big hits on him. Yeah, we're just making pretty fireworks at the moment. We're barely hitting him at all. Let's fire that beam weapon again, if we can. I think we're going to have to be a little bit higher up. Yep, Space Smuggler looks like he is down. Still got one Space Police to deal with, though. Let's see if we can lock on. There we go. Beam weapon engaging. Drop his shield with these big lasers. And shield has been dropped. Just try and hit him the best we can. Oh, I'll take that with that beam weapon. Look how it destroys the parts. It's pretty cool, isn't it? I mean, it's not voxel-based destruction by any means, but you can see how it's tearing into the ship. It reminds me of, I think, was it Starbase that came out with this sort of destruction? Well, there we go. We have ripped the Space Police. Oh no, we've got stuck to a grid. Oh, clang exists wherever we go, it seems. Let's pop ourselves out of this cockpit and move up, give ourselves a little bit of an upgrade. So with a bigger ship, I kind of feel that it's harder to aim to a degree. So that ship's kind of merged into the front of that one. Let's spawn ourselves in something a bit bigger, a bit tastier. We've got these KF. Well, these are nice. I wonder what weapons these have got equipped to them. It looks like they've got like various just little burst cannons. This one is more turret based by the look of it. Warning, you are now hunted by the Space Police. All the Space Police are dead. Let's target this larger ship that seems to be cruising about over here. Okay, so this is a civilian fuel tanker. Oh, we're coming under fire from something. Let's see if it'll target this. Taking a lot of damage. Oh, is that coming from the station? Or is that coming from a smaller ship docked? There we go. We can just hide behind this civilian fuel tanker and let it do some damage. So this larger ship's obviously got more health. But our secondary turrets ain't targeting it. Yeah, so the turrets are firing away. You can wire all this up. I don't have a clue how. But just building a ship like this and then being able to test it, I guess, is kind of good. There's just not enough to this game, really, at the moment. There's just not enough to... Especially for being around $15 on an early access. It's not going to be getting any new people in. I think that's kind of the issue. I think there's no new people coming towards this game. So there's no one testing it out, no one playing it. And when there's no one playing it, it can also be a little bit, you know, devaluing to the person who's building it when you feel like, oh no, well, no one's even playing the game that I'm building. But saying that, I guess that's the early access battle. So there we go, a little bit of combat from Starship Evo. I'm going to continuing to keep my eye on this game. If you'd like to see a little bit more of it, I'm fancying doing a building video on it as well. Maybe building up a small craft showing you how the wiring and mechanics works. But there we go, that's how much combat that we've got access to at the moment.